So now we'll have Brad Finn talking to us from the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology. And Brad represents the UK government's drive to turn security by design into deployment. And at DSIT has been closely involved in national programs supporting CHERI. And we thank you a lot for that. So welcome, Brad, to the stage.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here and generally inspiring to hear so far today how far this community has come. As Mike said, I'm here from the UK Government Department for Science, Innovation and Technology to share some of the strategic and cross-ecosystem perspective which government sees and why CHERI remains important to the UK. And what we need from the community to move to the next phase of adoption. So from DSIT's viewpoint, CHERI is not just a research success, it's one of the UK's most important secure by design technology bets. It's one of the unique roles the government sees the full landscape from academic work through to industrial pilots, open source infrastructure, standards bodies, and regulatory context. And from that vantage point, three things are clear. The technology is real and accelerating. The ecosystem is now diverse and commercially engaged. And we're seeing more communities leaning into CHERI. And the opportunity is global, not just national. It's clear that CHERI's future it continues with alignment on global standards processes is more and more important. And the UK works shoulder to shoulder with international partners. For government, the strategic rationale to invest in the development of CHERI is around economic security, as we've heard, memory safety vulnerabilities, and the what CHERI offers is very important. Industrial competitive, the UK has an early lead in CHERI research and ecosystem capability, aligned with CHERI's status in the UK's industrial strategy. We have a powerful advantage. And then national resilience. CHERI's compartmentalization model offers a potential step change in resilience for government and critical national infrastructure. So what DSIT has funded, you see up on the board here some representation of the CHERI Research Centre at Cambridge University remains foundational in its role as the intellectual engine behind CHERI, shaping thinking internationally and feeding directly into activities across the ecosystem. The Managed Deployment Project, which will be helping early adopters test CHERI in real-world operational contexts and servicing the practical barriers to commercial uptake. Our coordination and work with Innovate UK to deliver investments to bolster the development and availability of CHERI tools, software and CHERI RISC-V, and establishing the capabilities hub to lower the hardware barriers for organizations to adopt CHERI. We've also kicked off work at ETSI to develop a memory safety technical specification and are developing a training package to improve the understanding of memory safety vulnerabilities, which will be launching later this year. And finally, we have been supporting the CHERI Alliance to play a critical role in convening and building that community. We are proud to continue to support that work over the next 4 years. But I want to focus about what we need from the CHERI community, because to fully unlock the value of CHERI, we need the community's energy, evidence, and coordination. Boards, procurement leads, investors, regulators, policymakers all ask the same question. What does CHERI mean for performance and price? And we need robust real-world evidence to help build that business case for CHERI. We know about the security hardening, but it's that performance data and case studies which are going to help move the dial. So we need more organizations to experiment with CHERI. The more demand there will be for developers, engineers, and architects who understand capability-based design. So we need your help at growing the talent base, which is vital for long-term adoption. And CHERI's future depends on interoperability and global adoption So the work with ETSI and Risk5 International and other bodies, standards bodies, is critical. So we need the CHERI, as we were hearing about the CRA, we need the CHERI community to stay active in the standards developing and ensure CHERI aligns with other security standards. The technical value of CHERI is compelling, but the narrative needs to be consistent and easy for decision makers to understand. CHERI prevents classes of vulnerabilities, more reliable isolation, delivering security guarantees enforced by hardware itself, and lower long-term cyber risk and operating costs, performance improvements. So that message we need to make more front and center. A shared message will accelerate understanding and adoption. So just to close, CHERI represents one of the most significant Secured by Design's innovations of the past decade. DSIT has been and remains committed to helping the ecosystem move from world-leading research to world-changing impact. And thank you, and I look forward to working with many of you in the next phase of this journey.
Any questions? Brad.
Hi, I'm Andrew Hutchings. I work for Wolf SSL, open source security libraries. Is there any intention for government funding for open source porting of software so that it works with CHERI IoT or similar?
So last year we ran the CHERI tools and software contracts for innovation, and that has delivered some work around porting Zephyr, which I think will be one of the agenda items we're speaking about later today. Yeah. And I think there's some activities within the CHERI Alliance working groups that might be able to engage with that activity as well in the future.
Okay.
Other questions? Nope. Okay. So thank you very much, Brad. Thank you.